Hi boys and girls. Okay, we're going to make our birch trees. And birch trees are really tall, fairly thin trees. So you could start at the bottom and go up. I think I'm going to do that. And just make some trees, kind of like making the number 11, right? I'm making it just a teeny tiny bit bigger at the bottom, not much. I just don't want it to be bigger at the top because then it's not going to look like a real tree. Now if you want yours to have a small branch, you can go up, and then when you decide you want the branch, just go out and then make the letter V in here so that it looks like this continues on. You could also draw that, maybe this is easier for you if you just want to draw it and then add the branch later and then erase this little line right here. Okay, either way is fine. I wouldn't put too many branches though, because you have to cut each one of these out, and if you put a lot of branches it's going to get tricky to cut out. I'm going to do most of mine just tall, thin trees. Okay, so this area in between, you can write your name. Make sure you have your name. You can use that for practicing. So in between here, I'm just putting a little squiggly line. These are my in-between areas. This is the trees right here. Sometimes it's confusing because they all kind of look like trees. Okay, I might put one more here. I'm going to make this one have a little branch. There we go, kind of wides off. All right, now you're going to have be sharing a plate of paint at your table. There will be little tools in it. This is just a piece of cardboard, and what you're going to do is you're going to put that cardboard or this little scraper tool along the edge of your tree, and then you're just going to scratch it like that. Okay, and I really like, ooh, that's my favorite one. So I like it when I start to run out of paint a little bit. It actually, to me, looks better. And then you're going to go back the other way. If you want, you can start outside of the line and scratch in. You're going to cut it along this line, so this part will get cut off. It just depends on how you like it. Just a minute. You're going to do that on each one of your trees. You want to take, and sometimes I do start over here because I want it to be scratchy. I want it to be like you're running out of paint. Yeah, I like that when it's just a little bit less. And you'll notice I'm kind of curving it. The reason I'm not just going straight in is because I want this to look rounded. I want the tree to look like it's kind of 3D. Now you could dip in the paint and then dip some of it, get rid of some of it so you don't have as much. Ooh, that was just right. I did that one good. See, and that's too much. For me, I mean, it'll end up looking okay either way, but that's a lot. I like it better when it's just a little, sort of a smudge like that. All right, once you have all of your trees, ooh, that's a lot. I'm going to wiggle it around here in the in-between space to get rid of some of it. Yeah. You kind of alternate back and forth one side to the other so that it has a little bit everywhere. Birch trees, the reason we're doing this is because birch trees have this sort of black, they're actually scars where they've lost their branches. And we're just going to put those in so it looks like a birch tree. Birch trees are white with little black scars is what they are. Okay, once you're done, leave that in the paint. Bring this back to the counter. Mrs. Walker will take care of that. This goes on the drying rack, but do make sure that you have your name and class code. And if you're either in 3A, 3B, or 3C, and be sure to circle it. Don't put it on the drying rack without your name on there, okay?